Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Um, yeah, yeah, I used the intro from my main channel, which is like a tech channel. Uh, I don't react on that channel. As a matter of fact, this is technically my fourth ever reaction, but my third real reaction. The first one it was just an Eminem song, didn't get much attention. I don't really listen to Eminem, but you guys have put me on to someone named Ren. Now I've listened to Ren's Hi Ren and The Tale of Jenny and Screech. Both songs absolutely blew my mind. By the way, I am tired as usual. Thus the coffee. But I was recommended quite a few different uh, songs to listen to, so I wasn't really sure how to go about this. So I went with two that kind of stuck in my mind early on when I first posted these videos roughly a week ago. One was um, Back on 74, which is what I'm going to be reacting to right now. Now, I found a video that it says Ren Back on 74 slash message in a bottle. Hopefully that's the right version. It says live retake. Not really sure exactly what that means, but knowing Ren, it was a literal live retake, more than likely. And then another one was I don't have it pulled up here because I received so much feedback from you guys. It was featuring someone. I don't recall what it is. I'll look it up in the next video on my phone or on my desktop. But it was called Chalk Outlines. Chalk Outlines. No idea who it's featuring, but I did ask for recommendations for Ren's more, not so much like, because we've seen his theatrical side. We've seen the rap element that it could bring. I want to hear more of his vocals at this point. He's an amazing musician. The videographer he works with, once again, amazing. Considering, I mean, these aren't like high budget shoots, and they're better than most videos, music videos that you see today. It's because of the creativity that goes into it and the understanding of cameras, quite frankly, and footage. So yeah, today I'm gonna go ahead and react to Back on 74 slash Message in a Bottle. So yeah, let's get right into it and see what this is all about. Hopefully the audio video is getting better. I'm constantly swapping setups here because I'm doing a lot of other content. So bear with me, guys. I mean, if you guys do enjoy this, because I'm starting to enjoy this. I mean, the amount of feedback and love I got from you guys, you renegades, it's mind blowing, and you know it does feel good. I'm not gonna lie, it feels good to receive positive feedback, and I try to reciprocate that as much as I can in my life. So I appreciate all of you guys' support. So let's get right into this. This is Ren's Back on 74, Message in a Bottle. Yep. Should probably click there, huh? I know I have a tendency to do this. This is the fourth time I've done this, like right at the start of a video. And it's just an observation about the camera. In this case, not so much the technique, because the technique is just some basic panning. It does look like it can be live. I haven't heard it yet, so I kind of need to base it off audio-visual cues. But it's the graininess, which looks very intentional. It looks very almost vintage, which makes sense. 1974, we did have color TVs, but everything was grainy. But in this case, this video is, in fact, yeah, it is 4K, but it's even shot in 4:3. So yeah, this is definitely intentional look that the videographer was going for, the vintage look, 4:3 aspect ratio, which is, if you guys remember those old box TVs. I remember growing up, my first TV was about the size of this desk, but the screen was about this big. And we had all of, 3 or 4 channels. So yeah, for those of you guys that are old enough for that, yeah, let's get back into the song. Sorry, again, I know you guys don't mind me pausing, but habit. I like it, the reggae feel.
Don't change what I think now. And people are talking about the same crowd, but we don't hop when it rains down. I learned my lesson at the same time. Ooh, where did it go? Back on Saturday night, you call this place my home. Never gonna cry. Let's take 'em back to 1714, inherently poor, myself on the breakdown. Talk is secondary, first my specialty, naughty bars on a rap like nicotine, sound so addicting, click, click, zibble, flip, caddy, daddy, hit the green, soak up dopamine, I mean dope scheme, take more head than the blade of a guillotine, Filipina, you should have seen her, she likes girls but I turn Tina, Angelina, wanna raid her tomb, Ocarina, with the Zelda moves, sound so smooth, wax strip groove, don't stay still, wanna make that move, thought for food, colour scheme nude, massive like jungle, shy but rude, and the world is yours, that's a Nas shout out with an awkward pause, cause the world is flawed when the power makes money and the money makes wars, and the world is more than a place in space on a spinning ball, and for now that's all, back to 1974, back on 74, call this place my home, never gonna cry anymore, where did it all go?
Oh yeah, no, obviously it's almost the end of the song. So I wanted to pause this so many times, but I was kind of entranced with this performance. And yes, it is live. I can assure you, it's live. But man, does this guy have like his head voice is something else. And just recently, like when he really started belting and getting into his upper register, it sounded so. I didn't realize off the last two songs that he could hit those notes. Though they're not sustained, they sound really good, and I love that little bit of vocal fry, that little bit of grit. I'm a grunge guy myself, so I could always appreciate that. But the lyrics, they almost at first, because of the vibe and the mood of the song, they weren't really getting to me. But I've noticed he does interject some pretty wise words here and there, which I should probably assume, having reacted to Hi Ren, that this guy is a poet. But he does interject some serious topics or topic matters or issues or just statements, which make me feel like he's wise beyond his years. This guy has been through some stuff, and it caused him to truly introspect and make up his own mind of how he views the world, which is good because that's how I view the world. I don't go based off of other people's opinions. I don't follow politics, though I do. I'm from the U.S., of course, so if you're into U.S. politics, believe me, I get it. I understand it. I watch it all. I read it all. I make up my mind at the end of the day. I don't listen to somebody and have them tell me how to think. And that's why I just don't entertain political discussions. But I feel like this guy has like a message somewhere in his music. I almost get that feeling just based off of something I just heard. These girls are fantastic. I realized it was live pretty early on. But especially when Ren was kind of amping up the girls. Oh, where was it? Right here, I think. Yeah. This is when I was just like 100%, yeah. And then he has this nice little rap breakdown.
Built a tomb, ocarina with the Zelda moves. Sound so smooth, wax strip groove. Don't stay still, wanna make that move. Thought for food, colour scheme nude. Massive like jungle, shy but rude. And the world is yours, that's a Nas shout out with an awkward pause. Cause the world is flawed when the power makes money and the money makes wars. And the world is more than a place in space on a spinning ball. And for now...
Yeah, the way, something about something makes power, money makes wars, or something along those lines. I used to be a huge contributor to that. I've worked for the MIC for the last 20 years or so, developing weapons. Though we call it defense, I have not worked on, I don't make guns, I don't make stuff like that. I make, missiles, bombs that we arm our aircrafts with, but we name them in the name of defense. So that's what I do. I've worked on many crazy projects, but most of them are like radar systems or anti-air defense systems, stuff like that. But no, he does have something to say, and I'm actually quite curious. Seeing as I'm American, I like listening to all walks of life's views on the world's geopolitical state.
That's all back to 1974.
And I'm assuming 1974, the world was at peace, and that's kind of where he garnered that year from. Those were good times, actually, for the world. My parents migrated to the United States from Poland in roughly 73, 74. And yeah, America was doing very well. The world was doing very well. Let's just put it that way.
Back on 74, call this place my home. Never gonna cry anymore. Where did it all
See, this is the part I was trying to rewind it to. I went way too far back. It's okay.
Just a lonely day, an island lost at sea. Oh, another cast away, nobody here but me. Oh, more loneliness than any man could bear. Rescue me before I fall into despair. Oh, sending out an SOS. Sending out
The police.
an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Message in the bottle, yeah.
Should have saw that one coming. Sounds good.
Message in the bottle, yeah.
I
Most
do
people
hope
have no
that
clue
was
that in 2020
the right version of the song that you guys wanted me to react to. I loved it. It was definitely more upbeat, still very serious in its messaging here and there. It's not as cohesive as the last two songs. Of course, Hi Ren, which is very cohesive, being the mental struggle of however you want to interpret that song. In my opinion, it was him and his his inner monologue being his alter ego, essentially, that he created for himself. The one that doubts, or that has no doubt, and the guy that will take risks. That's the way I always saw it. But it was still that internal struggle of good and evil. Quite a bit of substance there. And then you had the last song, the Tale of Jenny and Screech, which just told this elaborate story. This one was definitely a feel-good song, but I mean, he said some shit. Not gonna lie. I enjoyed it quite a bit, so on to the next one, which is, already forgot. Chalk Outlines, featuring somebody. I'm gonna have to look that up because I'm about to start recording it in like 5 minutes. So hopefully you guys enjoy the reaction. If you guys have any other recommendations based off of what I said in this reaction. One other thing, when I did mention, in regards to the video, the noisy grain element of that video, that was 100% done in post. That wasn't like, they didn't intentionally turn up the ISO to that point where you're gonna get that grain. Everything is just too crisp and clear. The colors are just too crisp and clear. If you turn up the ISO that high, you're overexposing. I mean, at that point, you're almost closing the lens's aperture entirely. Though I didn't see any bokeh, it doesn't need to be closed up all the way to eliminate that depth of field effect. So yeah, no, that was all done in post. But I mean, if you guys like my commentary and what I thought about the song and or the previous reactions, feel free to recommend others. It's turning into be one hell of a rabbit hole. And people are recommending more stuff for me to react to. So I'm going to have to try to figure out how to manage all this. But until next time, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the reaction. Peace. Oh, and don't forget to watch the other one. Peace.